Hello, everyone, and welcome to Kryptonite. So let's dive in.
If you haven't already, please subscribe to our channel, and if you like the video at the end, click on the thumbs up.
Hello, everyone, and welcome to Kryptonite, the crypto investor channel. I'm Boris. So let's dive in. So today we're going to talk about the Omicron new strain for the COVID-19 and its effect on the market. As we can tell today, the Bitcoin, Ethereum, several projects are down. Cardano is actually taking off because Cardano's got a great news about their new DEX coming out. So it's definitely good news for them. But overall, the market is down. So over the past several days, it's been going up and down, and everybody's like, "Oh, the Omicron is terrible. It's going to be the end of the world." So let's look a little bit at the numbers. What's really funny is this, that the medias don't really talk about, which is kind of weird. These are the worldometer for the coronavirus. It takes all the official numbers from all the different countries. And the funny thing is, overall, we can see that there is a rise worldwide of the number of cases. The number of deaths is actually pretty low. We're much lower than we were a year ago, at the top of number of deaths and all that kind of stuff. But the funny thing is this, the U.S. has 1,600 cases. 1,600 deaths, yesterday. India is much lower, even though they have a much bigger population. The UK has 171 deaths, France 96, Germany 415. So, quite a few deaths, etc. And they're like, okay, now there's a new strength. It comes from South Africa, and it's really, really bad, and it's gonna, kill everyone. I mean, basically the media are just in panic mode. The stock market crashed Friday, crashed yesterday, etc., etc. Now, the weird thing is, if that was the big killer, if that was the big thing, what's going on in South Africa must be terrible right now. So let's put South Africa and look at it, 28 deaths. So what happened? What's going on? If it is the big killer, how come South Africa only has 28 deaths? And in the meantime, the UK has 171 deaths. Germany has 415 deaths, so the numbers just are weird. And if we look at it here and we look at South Africa, because, okay, let's see the number of cases. Okay, it's rising a little bit, but much lower than it was back in July, much lower. Let's see the number of deaths. Look at that. It's almost at nothing. I mean, it's very, very low. A few months ago, they had 500 people dying, 600 people dying. So if this thing was the big thing that all the media announced, the numbers should be much, much higher. And they're saying like, oh, it's coming from Africa. Let's close all the African countries. Okay, all the African countries must be doing terrible, for them to close, And if we look at yesterday's numbers, because today's numbers are not fully populated, it's missing lots of data. So you got to look at yesterday. So yesterday, so as we see, 1,600 in the US, the UK 171, and then France 96, and Germany 415. Let's look at the entire continent of Africa. Number must be really bad. They're closing all the borders. The countries like the Western countries are closing their borders with Africa. Let's see at the entire African continent. 149 people, 28 in South Africa, 3 in Morocco, 10 in Libya, 6 in Ethiopia, 63 in Egypt. Let me remind you about one thing. There are 1.2 billion Africans. 1.2 billion. So their population is much, much larger than Europe or the US. And yet they have barely a fraction, barely a fraction of those numbers. Now, the thing is, you can best believe most of those countries don't have access to vaccine. So where's the big killer? I think it's all FUD. I think it's a major manipulation once again by the media. So be very careful. Don't sell your crypto. Don't be afraid. Remember Delta? That was the last big scare. Oh, Delta is coming. That was the Indian. That was the Indian variant, and that one was going to be the big killer, all that stuff. And what we saw was just falling numbers and things actually getting better. So don't be so scared. I think this is a nothing burger. I think realistically they're just trying to scare because probably it helps the banks, pick up some cheap stock. It helps some big institution who want to buy more crypto, who can pick it up on the cheap, but this is not going to last very long. So just wanted to give you an update and show you those numbers because that's funny. No one's talking really about this, and these are really the true numbers. So there's no discussion as far as if it is really that dangerous or not. I hope this video helps. I look forward to see you on a next Kryptonite video. Thank you. Bye-bye. I hope this video helps. Thank you for watching. Have a good day.
If you haven't already, please subscribe to our channel, and if you like the video at the end, click on the thumbs up.